Hey Taurus, how's it going? This is coming to you with your general love reading. This could resonate for you if Taurus is in your sun, moon, rising, ascending. Okay, I'm gonna pick up on the energy of you and your partner. Just find out what's going on right now. You could be dealing with, an ex, past lover. It could just be someone who's on your current mind right now. Someone that you're currently talking to, dating. Okay, we got the flame tree. Okay, the flame tree, the start of something new. So right now, it's like your person wants to start over, right? This is the energy of, you know what, something has died. I know that we've gone separate ways. There's a separation here, but I want some kind of newness. I want a new beginning. Okay, it's like the Ace of Wands. I do feel like your person still believes in this connection, even though you guys have gone different paths here. Let's see. Okay, we have Ganesha. Okay, it's just clearing away obstacles, protection, guidance. So yeah, I feel like, there's been a lot of challenges. It looks like you guys may have been fighting. You guys could have been like in war with each other. Okay, it could have caused you guys to go down different paths. But honestly, I'm seeing that, this connection is very much protected. Okay, we got spiritual protection. You're being divinely guided perhaps in this connection as well. You guys have separated because there's some lessons that you have to learn, right? Obviously, you can't do these, you can't do the work together the way that you could do it on your own, down your individual path. So I do feel like there's a lot that's being done behind the scenes. You're being guided. There's divine guidance here. You're being protected by your angels. We have rising above. It talks about clarity, freedom, solution. So yeah, I feel like your person, there's something opening up. I'm getting like the doors are opening up where your person is finally starting to see something the way it truly is. Okay, I'm getting your person could have been living in the dark. They could have been fearing of seeing the unknown. They could have been fearing of being in touch with their feelings for you. But now this is the energy of them rising above. And when you think of rising, I'm seeing leveling up. Your person is leveling up, wanting to now be where you stand, okay? Because I feel like you could have been dealing with someone here where they were not vibrating at the vibration that you were vibrating at. So there was a disconnect, right? You guys weren't seeing eye to eye. You guys weren't on the same page. You wanted different things, okay? And I feel that now your person is rising to the occasion, okay? They could have been in a night type of energy where now they're trying to be like an emperor or an empress, okay? Or a king or a queen, okay? So let's see. We have, the search, okay? So feeling lost, confusion, lonely. So now your person is realizing what they don't have. They're realizing that something here is missing in their life, right? They're alone. They're feeling abandoned. They're feeling confused. They're feeling lost, right? So I do feel like a lot of you guys, even if they're dealing with a third party or karmic, deep down they're feeling at a loss, okay? Some of you guys, the connection between you and your twin has been destroyed because of a third party, and now they're feeling like lost. Like, what did I do? Why did I cause such misery and chaos here? So there's a lot of confusion. I'm also seeing your person's confused about how they feel for you. It's like they pushed you away. They neglected you. They tried to run away. But really it's because it's like their heart is telling them how much they care and love about you, how much they want you in their life. But then in their head, it's like, no, I don't want my twin. I don't want that person. So it's like a lot of push and pulling. And that's causing your person to be very confused, but also in a place of feeling lonely, right? They miss the companionship that you guys had. This is someone who's constantly in a search for something more. Even if they have someone in their life, they're looking for more. That person is not meeting their needs, okay? I'm getting that person is a space filler. They could be dealing with someone just to kind of occupy that space. I feel some of you guys are dealing with someone who's very needy. They like to have someone around them to touch, to hold, okay, for some kind of benefit, but does it really satisfy their deep emotional need, their quench, okay, their desire, that soul? They don't have that strong soul connection the way they have with you, okay? So whoever they're dealing with, if they are dealing with a third party, know that that third party is it's just space. It's just space. It could be someone who just looks good on their arm. It could just be someone who they just like to have in their bed with them. But trust me, that's nothing, okay? We have the Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. So a lot of you guys, it's like your person would really love to reach out. It's like the Page of Cups energy. They really would love to send you a message, to express themselves, to be real with you, to let you know how they really feel. So there's an energy of them wanting to, and we got the earth energy. So that's about something physical, tangible. This is them, having these emotions and feelings, but not having been able to come to terms with it and make it happen. Like actually put these words on a paper, or put these feelings they have and send it as a text. So this is someone who's really struggling to actually go ahead and reach out and take that next step, okay? Even though they really, really want to. We have healing. So yeah, there's a lot of healing taking place for sure. We got the heart chakra opening up. Okay, so we have reconnecting with your true nature. So a lot of you guys, during the separation, you're healing, you're connecting yourself with your higher self, with the divine, you're strengthening your spirituality. This is about you. This is about, your person too, but you guys are healing separately, and it's very much necessary that you heal separately. So that's what I'm seeing here. Let's jump into some cards from my Epiphany deck. This is found on my Etsy shop for those of you guys who are interested. Check it out. I will leave the link in the description box. So let's see, what other messages do we have for my twins out there? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Any messages? Okay, so we have, wow, let's get a few cards out. Okay, so we have a reconciliation is coming. So what's on your person's mind is a reconciliation. What do they really want? They want to come back together. They want a new beginning. They are thinking about what this beginning could look like. They're fantasizing on what it would be like to have you back in their life, right? But they also know that they have to clear out anything that isn't working for them. They have to clear out past energy. They have to clear out this karmic debt, right? They have to let go perhaps of this third party, right? They have to free themselves from some toxicity. We've got the rising above and freeing and clarity. So there's a lot of work that has to be done before reconciliation can come together, but that's what they're thinking of. We do have this soul bond is sacred, so we all know that this is a very, very strong soul connection. Some of you guys, you're on a soul contract with your twin, okay? So there is pushing and pulling. There is a lot of work to be done. Both of you guys have some big lessons here. But is this a sacred bond? Yes, it is. But is it teaching you a lesson? Sure enough, it's definitely teaching you a very important lesson. So we have deliver me from temptation, okay? So that is talking about your person's energy. If your person is dealing with a third party, they're wanting to free themselves. They're wanting to release themselves from some kind of temptation. I'm also seeing there could be a temptation for them to want to reach out to say something to you, to tell you how they feel, right? We got the wanting to send you a message of love, but it's like they feel they talk themselves out of it, right? They're tempted to do something, but then they can't, because they almost feel like, well, if I do it, well, what will my person feel? Like I'll be giving into something. They feel weak, they feel powerless, they feel like that's not gonna accomplish anything. So yeah, I'm seeing your person wanting to do a lot more, wanting to be open and authentic and genuine with you, but they're fighting it right now. Okay. We also have devotion, okay, hopelessly devoted to you. So I think you guys were definitely overly devoted to this person. Okay, you guys were very committed, you were loyal, you put this person above all others. Okay, and you guys are learning that you can't do that. You can't give someone loyalty without having their true commitment, right? You were overly devoted and you gave everything. You gave so much, you lost yourself in the making. You lost your whole identity. You lost yourself. So some of you guys, you're really learning how to take back your energy, how to give less and give to yourself more, right? Self-love, self-respect, self-worth. Okay. We have deep spiritual awakening. Oh yeah. There's some awakening going on. Someone is waking up, right? Waking up, because there's a spiritual shift here, right? They're healing. They're reconnecting with themselves. They perhaps have never been able to connect with themselves in this way. But now you're triggering them to look at themselves, look at their insecurities, their fears. And now it's causing a spiritual awakening. Now they're becoming more clear. Now their eyes are opening. Now they're rising above, okay? All right, let's see. We also got no distance will keep us apart. So some of you guys, there's a lot of physical distance between you guys right now, right? Emotional distance, but that's necessary. You need that. You need space from your person because it just got too toxic. You guys up in the same room and you ain't gonna get no work done. So what happens? Yeah, the universe comes in and says, okay, you guys are gonna have to separate, go down your different paths and heal your wounds. Heal things that you have not been able to heal from centuries ago, from past lives. So the universe makes no mistakes. You guys came together for a reason. Okay? But know that no matter how distant you are from each other, you guys have each other's hearts. There's no distance that will really, truly, truly keep you guys apart. Okay? Fairy tales do exist. So some of you guys, you had to tell this person, like, this is love. Like, I can make you happy. This is real. Like, how could you deny what we have? Your person didn't believe in this. Your person felt like, oh, this is just, I have feelings for you, but they're not real. They could have downplayed this connection. They could have acted like, oh, yeah, this isn't special. You're dealing with someone who ran away from love. They really felt this incredible, powerful, magical connection to you, and they ran away. They were afraid. They were afraid. They came across as very passionate, excited in the beginning, and all of a sudden they backed out. I feel a lot of you guys, they were afraid of this fairy tale that they can have with you. They were afraid of having a picture perfect life with you. How crazy is that? Wow. All right, so let's get some more messages out here, okay? Any more messages for my twins out there? If this resonates, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will extend this over to Vimeo. How does your person, your twin, really, really, really feel? Okay, we're going to really get into their energy. I'm also going to pull some unspoken words or unrevealed thoughts and secrets, okay? All right, y'all. Let's see what else we need to know about my twin flames. Oops, I got two cards that came out. Okay. All right, we have the path. So it looks like now you guys, you're on a journey. We're on a twin flame journey. So the path is becoming more clear to you guys, right? You're learning that, you know what, I gotta take this path. I can't avoid this. I can't keep avoiding doing the work. The path is becoming more clear. There's something being illuminated to you guys that you have to take this journey. It's not going to be easy, right? Did you sign up for it? Well, hell, you probably signed up for it. You didn't even know it, right? This is a soul contract. You signed up for this before you came into Earth here, okay? Do you remember? Probably not. No, you probably don't remember. But the problem is that your person has been fighting this, right? And it's necessary for them to fight this for you to do your own work on yourself. But the path is definitely here. You guys, you're going down different paths, but it's going to allow for you to come to terms with who you are. There's an awakening taking place. You're clearing out any karmic debt. You're really, you're learning a lot about yourself. The change is here. So I feel like a lot of you guys, your twin, they don't want to change. They don't want to change their ways. They could be very, very, I'm getting very in and out. Okay, they could be someone who kind of comes in and leave right back out. Player type of energy, lying, being deceptive. Okay, they refuse to change their ways. So I really feel like the universe is telling that you have to change. What you're doing is not okay. Okay, so there's definitely change taking place here, transformation between of both of you guys. There's transformation within yourselves. We've also got fear. We're going to find out, we're going to get some clarity on these cards as well. I'm going to clarify with the tarot, but there's a fear here. Your person feeling stuck. There's a fear of being vulnerable, opening up. Okay, we got the cage here. They're feeling literally tied to something. Trust is here. So there's some serious trust issues your person has with love or with people in general. And we got the realization card, okay? So let's clarify. Let's find out what this is all meaning, okay? So let's get the Rider-Waite. I hope y'all can see y'all cards. Okay. Okay, so tell me more about the path. What is this path about, Spirit? For my twins out there. So yeah, I feel like, this is your person holding on. I mean, this is the energy of your person holding on to the idea that, oh yeah, I'm right. Okay, I'm right. I am, this is the energy of holding back. This is also the energy of being guarded. Okay, I feel like your person, it's like this is where they are right now, but this is what they want to, this is where they want to become. This is who they want to be, right? King, Queen of Pentacles, doesn't matter. And the only way they can get to this place is if they go down the path, if they do the work, right? They got to do the work. So right now, this is someone who's guarded. They don't want to open up. This is someone who's afraid to be vulnerable. They're afraid to let you in. They're afraid to love. This is someone who's very stingy with their time, their energy, their money. But then look what they become. the King of Pentacles. They want to be this King of Pentacles, someone who is stable, who's grounded, who's a protector, who you can rely on, who's mature, who's balanced, who's focused, who's determined, who's dependable, right? So that's why they need to go down this path. That's why we're on a journey here. So why is the change card here? What is this change about? Yeah, look at that, the Five of Cups. So your person will realize that what they did to you, deception, betrayal, the lies, the trickery, it's going to catch up with them. Because the Five of Cups is a guilt. It's guilt. It's sadness. It's disappointment in oneself. It's looking back at the past and like, wow, what did I do? I ruined this beautiful connection. The Five of Cups is literally feeling bad for yourself. Remorse. Okay, so there's a lot of regrets about something that they did in the past. They wishing that they could have changed it. They wish they could have done things differently, because what they have right now is the Ten of Cups in reverse. A lack of fulfillment, unhappiness, right? Some of you guys is a family situation that can't come together. There's some major blocks, and your person feels literally they got their back turned toward this because they're shameful. They feel awful for what they've done, and this is someone who knows they need to change, but they haven't been able to do it just yet. So let's see what this fear card, what are they afraid of? What is this person afraid of? What is the fear about? Wow, the so they're afraid that they've done so much damage, they don't know how to correct it. That Ten of Swords is betrayal. It's just causing a disaster. It's causing some kind of big ending. It's backstabbing you. They're afraid. They don't know how to pick up the pieces. They don't know how to come clean. That High Priestess, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of unsolved mysteries here with your person. There are things that your person never revealed to you. And they're afraid, they're living in fear of telling you those things. They're living in fear of you finding out. They're living in fear of opening up and being vulnerable. They're living in fear that what they've done, they can't undo it. With that Ten of Swords in reverse, how do they pick up the pieces? How do I make things right? That's what they're saying to themselves. Okay, so let's look at the trust card. Okay, what's this trust about? We know your person got trust issues, but what is the trust about? Why is the trust here, please? Wow, they don't trust themselves in committing to you. Some of you guys, there was a marriage here. Look at that, the Four Wands, 11-11, twin flame. Your person has some trust issues about moving forward, committing, having this partnership, a family, a home, having reunion. They don't trust themselves. They feel like they will sabotage it. So instead of pursuing this route with you, instead of, really securing this connection, instead of, committing and moving forward, and and having a very peaceful, loving, harmonious life with you, they don't trust themselves. They think that they'll do something that will sabotage it, that'll destroy it. And so what's the sense of moving toward that? That's how your person thinks. Okay, so now we also have we have the realization card. So let's see what the realization is about. What are they realizing? What is their person realizing? They're coming to some kind of big realization. What is the realization about? Wow, that everything's going to catch up with them. That Seven of Swords, they're going to get caught eventually. That they need to do the work. The Eight of Pentacles. Your person has realized that they cannot continue to go on like this. Something's got to change. Right? Being deceptive, being manipulative, cheating, lying, being dishonest, it's not going to work for them. This is the energy of getting caught. What goes in the dark is going to come out. It's going to be revealed. You can't keep running away. You just can't. And your person is realizing that they're going to have to do the work. the end of the day, they can't avoid this. They have to put in the work. So that's what your person is realizing right now. Wow. Let's get some more messages, okay? Any more messages about my twins? What is their twin going through? What's happening? So we got the Emperor in reverse. So your person is having a difficult time taking control of the wheel here, right? This is someone who wants a reconciliation. They want this new beginning. We got the flame tree, okay? Definitely talking about twin flames here, right? They want a new beginning with you, but they have not been able to really, they don't have a plan. That's the problem. They don't have a strategy. How do I go about doing this? They haven't done the work. So that's why they're not this Emperor. They can't move forward just yet. There's no way moving forward because they haven't done anything. What has changed? Okay, so with the Emperor in reverse is someone who lacks control of their life. They make poor, bad decisions, the Nine of Wands, but they know they want to fight for this. They know that this is worth fighting for. Right? The Nine of Wands is about persevering. They know that this is something special. They know that this is what they really want in their life. But they're also saying, well, deliver me from temptation. I'm tempted. I have a lot of there's things going on in their ear, or there's negative self-talk, okay? There could be someone in their environment that's like seducing them in a way, okay? We also have the Page of Pentacles, okay? So this is someone who wants to reach out to you. They want to extend some kind of offer. They want to write you a letter. They want to send you a text. They're tempted to do that. They're still devoted. This is someone who has not shown their devotion, but they are still devoted in some way to the connection, okay? Look at that, the Lovers. So they're becoming awoken. Look at that spiritual awakening. There's a spiritual awakening going on that's telling them that you are their person. You are their other half. This is what they've been running away from for so long. This is what they're not able to come to terms with, right? Gemini energy, and the search goes on because they feel lost without this. They could be, again, dealing with whoever they're dealing with, but that person does not give them what you give them. Okay? That third party, they're going to be constantly still searching for more because that third party doesn't do anything for them. It's not who they really want. Can they live a comfortable, stable life with that person? Sure. But do they really love them? Is there a real strong soul connection? No. No. So what else we need to know? The King of Cups in verse. So your person is, they have fluctuating emotions, right? Ups and downs, ins and outs. This is someone who has no control over their feelings and emotions. They know they feel some kind of way, but they suck at showing it. So what do? They act very distant. They act very manipulative. They say mean, hurtful things to you. They act very distant, knowing that there's no distance that can really keep you guys apart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What else we need to know? And look, this is what they cause: destruction, chaos, confusion, turmoil. The Tower. This is also about them having to do the work. This is what they've been avoiding. And this is what they're leading. This is what they're moving toward. A Tower moment. A big realization, a big epiphany that what they're doing, it cannot last. It cannot last. So your person is they will be going through a Tower moment, if not already. And they're going to be realizing that them being deceptive, dishonest, is going to catch up with them. It's going to bite them in the butt, and they're going to have to finally just put in work. They're going to have to dig themselves out of a rabbit hole here. So that's what I have for you guys. I'm going to dig into your person's energy, see what's really on their mind, what they're going through right now. I'm going to take it over to Vimeo. We're also going to see what's going on behind the scenes, what are the blocks here, what's keeping them from really truly moving forward here right now in this connection. And okay, the outcome. I also have some unrevealed, unspoken thoughts, secrets, all that. So check it out. The link will be in the description box. Okay. All right, you guys.